What's up, you soy boy gals and girls, you vegan alternatives, whatever. I know y'all eat meat. Today, we're going to go over my, I don't want to say it, my recce rifle. SPR, DMR, or as where I'm from, what we call it, a gun. Enjoy. All right, guys. Today we're going to talk about this thing. Give it whatever name you want. Recce rifle, SPR, DMR, average Texas rifle, sniper rifle, for all you Call of Duty Warzone players, marksman class, Tempest Torrent. No. This is a completely built out, man, I really don't know what to call it. Like it shoots more accurately, potentially, with higher velocities than your average bear, your average 16-inch. So we're gonna dive right into going over all the crap I have on it and a little bit of the theory behind it. So this one's fairly simple. Yeah, we'll go grand thumb. We'll go tip to butt. Muzzle brake is a Breek Arms 3-prong flash hider. What's awesome about this, and I'm not going to go too far into it, it's a regular 3-prong flash hider. Flash hider. It's a flash hider. It's on Optics Planet. I love flash hiders, y'all know this, but it's threaded on the outside. And I was like, well, I'm too poor to have a suppressor, but that's cool. That might come in handy later. Let me see what this thread pitch is. The thread pitch is 13 by 16 by 16. So I'm like, what suppressors go to that? And this is where the discussion stops. So just go to Amazon or Google and Google thread pitch 13 by 16 by 16 and look at your results. And then that might potentially persuade y'all into purchasing one. They're $30 and they work amazing, and they work amazing whenever you Google what goes on it. So, boom, we're done talking about that. Barrel. This is a Ballistic Advantage 18-inch barrel rifle length gas system. I've got a Aero Precision gas block. As far as the barrel goes, it's their not top end, but one down. So like semi-primo. This thing shoots freaking lights out. Granted, it is a gas gun, so because of tolerance issues, it's not going to be quite as accurate as a bolt gun. But I have punched paper at 100 yards with some decent ammunition. I've gotten 0.5 minutes. MOA, what's your dope, bro? Now, granted, that was the legs loaded, sandbag in the back, and me barely touching anything. But this, so obviously it's more accurate than I am, but this thing shoots absolutely lights out. Rail system. This is a Tribe Defense. I'm really liking those guys. I've got several. Yeah, the charging handle I have on here is Tribe Defense, and we'll get into that in a minute. But Tribe Defense, they make some pretty baller stuff. Going back from there, I've got a small piece of Gatini rail, and then a multi-angle bipod. So like carrying this thing, like if doo-doo popped off and I had to take this out in the field, the reason why I like the quick detach bipod is this usually comes off and that goes in the backpack. Because 9 times out of 10, you're really not going to be using this unless you have like a team pulling security and you need to make that like clear and present danger freaking sniper shot. So yeah, that stays in the bag, but then it can quick detach on. Rotating to the top, I've got a Surefire M300 inverted on the 12 o'clock position. I can actuate it with my digits. Right here is a UTG tri-rail attachment. I run this strictly for running my green light. A green visible flashlight where you can dilate the bezel and focus the beam down. Once that beam is focused, looking through magnified optics, it is poor man's night vision. Plenty of videos on that, but that's what that's for. I mount that thing off to the side. It kicks it up over all my crap, and then I can make my shots at range at night without having to actually use nods or anything like that. So that's what that is. Skate tape. I've said it before, I think, in videos. I love skate tape. So just wrapped the handguard with that, poked a bunch of holes in it with a knife, and then spray painted it. That shit works baller. Coming back, I honestly can't tell you, I don't think. So it's an Anderson Manufacturing lower. No clue what the upper is. I bought this from one of my supervisors at my job and built this out. So yeah, it's got a square on the forging thing. So I don't know, it might be Chinesian, but shoot. Proof is in the pudding, boys. Magpul MOE K2 Plus, it's the rubber one. Always wear your rubber. Standard mag release on this one. Beep boop beep. My end plate, you can get those cheap ones with the double loops on Amazon. I just run that for my sling attachment points. I run a Magpul, like their very most basic stock. And then I've got Coban and hockey tape on there so it don't pull facial hair, and it kind of built this up a little bit for my cheek well for my scope. Charging handle, like I said before, it's the Tribe Defense. Works like it should. Trigger, we'll get into that last because it's freaking amazing. Beep boop beep, standard safety selector. This is I think it's Strike Industries extended bolt catch, and that's pretty much it. Optics, this is the what the boys and girls are calling MPVO, whatever. Instead of running a 1x6, I wanted a little bit more because I've used 1x6 before, and unless you legit have it on like a door kicking fighting gun, it's kind of stupid. Like an 18-inch, I'm pushing higher velocities. This thing lends itself to be more accurate, so I wanted a little bit more glass. This is a Vortex Sonora. It is a 4x12, which that's plenty of glass, but it's small enough and it's lightweight enough that it just fits the bill perfectly. And then on top of that, I have lo and behold, it's another Vism product that I took a chance with. I used to run it on my Canic, but it is a solar and battery powered micro red dot. This one I know for sure is discontinued because I got several friends that want to buy these because of how badass it is. But I run that at the 12 o'clock. And other than that, we can go into the trigger. This is a Timney flat face trigger. It is 3 pounds. So and the reset. There's no slack. There is no slack. So my only other rant, it's not really a rant, but a lot of guys will argue the 12 o'clock over the canted red dots on variable optics, and it's about the same. You train to whatever you got. So my personal preference, I love the high-rise optics, so that's why I'm going to go with the 12 o'clock position. It's because I'm already trained and locked into muscle memory having that sight picture. I very rarely dip my head in, and if you see it happen, call it out, because I hate that shit. But I mean, canting is quick. It's probably a little faster, but then as soon as you have to get up under a car and do some shooting, like, good luck with that. I'm not saying this one's going to be easier or easy, but it's going to be easier. But the main reason I like running these at the 12 o'clock position is, you can ask any long range shooter out there, they're probably going to harp on you, one, don't go all the way, don't go full retard when it comes to your zoom. But if you're dialed all the way in on your target and you need to transition to another target, bang, well, when you move over, it's happened to me a lot, you'll get lost. You're sitting there looking for your target in your scope. So having the red dot on the 12 o'clock position, little nugget for you. You shoot when you transition to your next target. For me, all I do is, it's the same cheek weld. I think I just open my mouth to get that. But now I'm in my red dot. I move over to whatever my next target is, and I just drop my head, boom, and it is somewhere inside the field of view of my magnified optic. Boom, take the shot, and you need to transition back. Pew, 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 pew. So that's another reason why I like it. So, guys, appreciate you watching. Just another episode of Shop Talk. I'm not really going too deep in theory per se, just showing you how I run some of my equipment. As always, take it with a grain of salt. It's not the gospel. We're just a bunch of hoes out there trying to make it. So if there's something that you heard me talk about or see on the kit that we run, and you're like, hey, I think I'm going to try that. Hey, I like that. Hey, that's freaking stupid. I'm never going to do that. That guy's a moron. Then you learned something. And then we did what we accomplished. We accomplished what we wanted to on this channel, and that's people networking, sharing information, and learning together. So, as always, hope you enjoyed the vid. We'll catch you next time.